Greetings and salutations, YouTubers and manufacturers. We're back here at Stop Logic Motorsports, and I am yet again apparently dealing with, let's see, another one of these dead Amazon blinkers. So, you know, I could be reasonable and, you know, maybe get a new blinker set up or get one of those programmable lights, but nah, that's not how we're gonna roll here. I get 4 of these for 12 bucks, so I'll just keep on ripping these bad boys out until I either get tired of it or find something better. Let's see, which one is our buddy here. Okay, so let's pull our wires back. You've got mail. I might actually have to pull. I thought I had these things fished through to where I could change them easier. Maybe, maybe not. Well, that's just unfortunate. Well, then we will snip these bad boys. Well, before I do that, let's just go ahead and pull the seat. Come on, let's do this right, Michael. Don't get lazy. Yes, my name is Michael. Just don't use it very often. You know, rocking the whole nom de plume thing here. If you're not familiar with the nom de plume, it's a pen name. That's just a French word for pen name. I will fill you full of useless facts if you keep on watching, because that's what I'm good at. Alright, it's you in here, you, adapter. Oh, that's a 1/2 inch. That's a lot to adapt. I'll just go with the easy answer real quick. Here we go. All right. Let's see, 8mm. Not to be confused with the Nicolas Cage movie, which I'm a huge fan of. Not for kids, by the way. Sorry, children. No 8mm for you guys. That's thought of one potential difficulty taking this seat off. I have cases to get off. Well, let's just roll this into our spirited review of these cases. Alright. There we go. How easy are these to deal with? Moderately easy. So we're gonna see the truly removable / modular nature of these cases. So I'll give them a somewhat modular and removable. We'll see how hard this is to put back later. I was just curious, I had an errant shoulder bolt. Of course those are 10 millimeters. Let's grab a 10 real quick. Do 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 do. Yet again, racing against the sun here. Not the British tabloid. The lack of perceived daylight. Believe me, I don't have an interesting enough existence to worry about MSM slandering in my case. That's interesting. Huh. Okay, Fender, what's still holding you back? Oh. Being pulled backwards. And potentially me pulling these side panels out of the way. Whoop! Alright. Well, the wiring still seems to be solid. So, let's clip these out. Yeah, it's not gonna go like that. That's that old damaged light. Goodness, these are on there pretty good. Use these wire cutters for a slightly different purpose. And brown's going to be the live side, black's going to be ground, of course. So we gotta strip a little bit off of here. Alright. Just to make life a little easier on yourself. I'm gonna cinch down this side of it a little bit. Oh, come on. Doesn't hurt to pre-cinch a little bit. Alright. So thanks to these lights, I've also become kind of an expert on rewiring lights on this bike, or at least turn signals. Do 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 do. A lot of plastic in those threads. Well, that's not good. Alright, come on. Give me enough play so we can... Oh, apparently the old set were smoked. Oh, whatever. Whatever. If it blinks, it works. Okay, so let's feed up our wires through here. Come on. Oh, whoop. And then connect, twist and connect red to brown. And on the other side it's dark green, like forest green. So we mount the shrink tube. And it's a little harder to do out here in 50-degree weather. And then we hit the solder. Do a little more on that shrink tube. Let that cool. Actually, I don't really need to let it cool too much. It basically does its thing. Come on. Then the wind picks up and the lighter stops working. There you go. So just out of curiosity, I'm guessing this is the infamous flapper, which to my knowledge I figured this thing would be up all the time. Kind of curious. I guess when it's fired up it servos back up. I'm kind of curious about that. Turnsignal's working just fine. Okay, enough messing around with that. We'll figure out that flapper later. Alright, so we have signs of life. Well, as far as a review of these turn signals go, I'm getting kind of tired of replacing them, but I'm getting really good at replacing them. So I can't wholeheartedly endorse these Amazon blinkers. I would like to replace less of them before I could give it a full-throated approval, but they do illuminate fairly well, so we'll give it a shot. You know, we'll keep with these until I get sick of it or find something better. But anywho, you guys don't need to watch the whole deal of me putting this stuff back together. That's probably not super interesting. So at any rate, as always, if you like the content, like and subscribe. If you don't, feel free to criticize me harshly. You can whip me, beat me, make me write hot checks. And who knows, you'll probably watch me put these taillights on 10, 20, 30 more times before I finally give up on this. Or at least 3 more times, because I've got 3 more sets of these lights. You know what? This doesn't take long to put back together. We're just gonna go ahead and stick here. Stick with it. Stick with it. I want to have a little attention span here, folks. I will say, out of all the bikes I've ever worked on, this is definitely one of the easiest ones to wrench on, because just everything's just so dang convenient to reach. There's our CDI box, or fuel injector box, or Denso box, bento box. That's back in place, and I think I'm going to locate our, when we do the fog lights, locate our fog lights about there-ish. So how are we going to get this seat back on with these straps and everything kind of chilling around here? Dang, I already feel this thing's digging into the seat. Let's see what we got. Oh heck, that's back together. Seats in the right spot, so let's get to it. So what's the plan for this bike, I've been asked. Yeah, I'm keeping it like quasi stock. Folks are like, why don't you do all the mods, the flapper mod and the X-up removal and all that, put a real pipe on it, and you know, I just haven't had the motivation to. Though I am thinking about a high flow filter and an EJK to just richen the bike up a smidge. I kind of feel like the bike runs a little lean. It kind of makes me a bit concerned. So we might go ahead and install one of those soon. I was kind of curious how much of a absolute mad lad it would be to pull this seat off with these bags. You know, like how modular are these seats? Well, let me tell you, from this impression, from taking this apart and putting it back together, answer is pretty dang modular. Okay, so I'm color me a little bit impressed. The fact that I'm able to basically put these bags back in their original configuration with little muss or fuss. Oh goodness, I meant to hook that back underneath there. Alright, so these are basically back where they first were. Alright, so, okay, well, working on the bike is not really hindered by these bags. That's some good news. The bike's not seriously hindered or hampered by the presence of these tusk bags. Okay, well, we'll call that a splendid bit of news. I'll eventually trim these down, but just in case, you know, I have a motorcycle change, I don't want to be locked in. Okay. Well, color me impressed. Okay, maybe I need to retake these back out a bit. Okay. Now let's recinch these bad boys down. Alright, well, that's all she wrote for tonight, so let's try that again. If you like the content, like and subscribe. If you don't, feel free to criticize me harshly. I also take payment in attaboys. And see you on the next one.